You?
Thank you, sir.
Cool. I have no idea.
Just got back from the siege again. I read.
Yeah, you're a little burned. Yeah, I remember my dog was backstage. Scary. So, last time you drove? Yeah, what'd you do when you grabbed your lunch? Well, I wouldn't felt very good. She gave me some popcorn for a meal. She could have given me more than that. How do I know that?
We the hottest in the city, that's on old school. Cost more than your new school. Bills in my pocket, same color as my car. They said so-and-so hating, I hate them. I said, who? Got no time to entertain it. I'm too busy catching alleys. Always taking from the top for the key. Yeah, check ball. When I shoot the three, ooh-wee. It's a whip ball like Jordan. Ballin' in my chain. Turn around my neck, dog. Take it from the top. On my mouth. Check ball. Check ball. Check ball. Check.
All set up. Ready to pick your theme for the second half of the season?
Siempre listo. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP. Come. What's good, Jake? Welcome to my court. Honestly, bro, now's not a good time, but I'm gonna link up with you when I'm free.
All right, hey, sounds good. Just let me know.
Bet.
That's happening. For these visual Sebastian, I want to neutral this. Sebastian's originally from Colombia. That would be a potential location where we want to play.
It's your night tonight.
Super final to go out there. Really easy.
Start cutting out of our play call. Okay, if we'll do what's your guy, and we'll talk about the players. We play practices. We save time for closing out.
Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. In its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. Now here's Williams. The 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Here's Dallas. Here's Flagg. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you see the explosiveness of Flagg, the athletic ability giving him an edge inside.
Williams for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Utah comes into this one after the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. No good from Irving. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball. Up until last year, the Jazz the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 5 now.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Kessler setting the pick for MP. Connects from three-point range. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Here's Irving. 5 points in the game. To the left wing. There's the triple. Kessler with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. MP looking around. Kessler setting the pick for Williams. To the paint. Bailey passes to Williams. And Utah another 3.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him what his defense can do to nullify Kyrie Irving, and he said there's not much you can do against Kyrie. He's got a counter for everything you throw at him. He makes insanely difficult shots. We just have to make things hard on him and trust our help defense. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. For the Jazz. Full timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Daniel Gafford. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Marshall. Back to Exum. Now Marshall. Exum sets a screen for Marshall. To the inside. It's stolen by Bailey. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Exum is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Washington in at the 3. Here's Exum following the basket by MP. Washington finds Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
Wow, Davis put on his hard hat and just going to work inside. What contact?
Pass to MP. And a miss there on the triple.
And after that great... First quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Exum. Marshall deciding where to go with it. From downtown, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Markkanen kicks to MP. MP drills the 3.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Now Lively. Nothing on the board. It's stolen by Bailey. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. And the Jazz with another 3.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Exum. The 3 from Davis. No good that time.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
Mavericks trail by 7. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He added 55 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Jazz. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Filipowski in for Collier. Flag. The kick out to Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now Thompson, following the 3-point attempt by MP.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Despite that turnover, they've done a decent job taking care of the ball, and they'll need to continue that if they want to hold on to this lead.
Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving against Williams. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he hits the jump shot. Williams has got 31 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And so it's Utah up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times. Okay, next on the dot. And that about wraps it up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Bailey out there with Williams. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 side. That's the group right now for Utah. Now, here is Irving. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's Irving, following the basket by MP. And stolen by MP. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Thompson passes to Gafford. Count that bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Williams. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Williams has got 38 points.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
We're now joined again. What an apple!
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness. Michael Jordan, who scored 40 points, an incredible 37 times back in '87.
Yeah, all good.
Just 5 on the clock. MP passes to Filipowski. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Utah. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Dallas Mavericks. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And I think for Utah, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Shots good by Williams.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Davis. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Shoots over Filipowski. And too long on the shot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. It'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his third assist on the night.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game. Coming right back, MP with a huge three.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Nurkic checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. P.J. Washington comes in for Davis. Christie subbed in for Thompson. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Irving and finished off by Nurkic.
Man, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Down low, here's Irving. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Hits it from three-point range.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Irving sets a screen for Flag. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. Utah with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes. Count it.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Mavericks trail by 21. And stolen by MP. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
The shot's good from Christie.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Utah Jazz. A sensational night for him. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game. Let's go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. White comes in for Washington. Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And Irving subbed in for Christie. On the floor for Dallas. Sliding into the wing positions will be Thompson and Flag. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Irving at the point guard.
Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range. Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the boards.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Cleaves it in off the window.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Irving. He's off from 3.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Now Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Irving looking for an opening. Thompson outside. Dallas again missing. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Irving against Williams. It's up a 3. Kessler passes to Baylor. And here's MP for 3. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Williams.
Well, off Offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
So both teams making some changes here. Christie kicks to Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Marshall. Back to Lively. On the wing, Christie. No good from outside. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's MP for three. The Mavericks pull it in.
Probably can't now.
Christie with it. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A quarter tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
Thanks, guys. MP, seeing you tear up the pack. Yeah, how'd you know? I mean, back to you, Kevin.
Good stuff, Dominic. Thank you.
The guy this comes back to, is that possible? Blood on the vehicle? It's on the camera, huh? You can tell by the laminate on the glass, it's pointing inward, so it would have been the horse that was walking into the Roman ship. It looks like he was shot while he was inside the car. That guy's still gonna get so torn. This is gonna be like, should be that stash. Park the car there, walk away, and probably found something to say. At least when you have a possible suspect, you know, hopefully he can give us our why. We see what we got that's hospital. Hey, what's your name? Sergeant.